Alright, hello everyone, the Magibone here, and today I'm going to be bringing you some more casting games of Dota 2 with Well Played against War Gods.
10 seconds
We saw
remaining.
Well Played last week, I think.
5 seconds
They were a
remaining.
pretty strong team. I think they were up against some
Radiant
equally
team
strong teams, and
ban.
I think they won one and lost one, so
Dire team ban.
pretty good run for them so far. Let's see what the first bans are coming out. So we're seeing Centaur Warrunner coming out as a ban for Well Played. Pretty strong ganker, good all-round hero, pretty strong, tanky.
Dire team pick.
And Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter is one of those really strong supports nowadays that people are picking up, as well as carries. Like, got really good early game burst damage and good late game potential. So, just an all-round good hero. So, some pretty standard bans coming out. I think I'm surprised that they let Undying and Ursa through the ban and pick phase, because those heroes are pretty strong.
10 seconds
So we might see these
remaining.
heroes being picked up later. But on the side of War Gods, they're banning the Storm Spirit and the Lone Druid. Probably just they don't
Radiant
want to
team
have to
pick.
deal with trying to lock down a Storm Spirit. It's pretty difficult in general. And Lone Druid with a split push or his lane presence, because he's a pretty strong laner, to be fair. Like, the bear is no joke. You don't really want to be trading hits with a bear, because a bear is not really... A bear can just like go back to base and heal or be resummoned, and all of a sudden you've taken a whole bunch of damage from nothing. So...
10
decent ban out.
seconds
The change
remaining.
to I think Warcry, I think it is, or
5 seconds
Battle Howl or something. I don't know.
remaining.
It's one of the spells where it buffs the bear's damage
Reserve
as well as
time.
yourself. I think they buffed that quite
Lion.
significantly. I think it scales better
Radiant
and
team
hence you
pick.
can take towers more easily. But the biggest change is probably the Aghanims change. It just makes the bear able to survive even if you die, and basically turns him to his own hero in a way. Like he can attack without being close to the bear. Yeah, it's a pretty good item, and considering Lone Druid doesn't have issues with item slots, you can pick up an Aghanim Scepter and not have to worry about it, because you can hold onto it on yourself while the
10
bear is
seconds
running around
remaining.
with a 6 slot items.
Earth Shaker.
So we're seeing a Skywrath Mage coming
Dire
out for Well Played
team
as a first pick.
pick.
Really strong laner in what's it called, in terms of
Dire
the
team
laning phase, because he
ban.
can zone out the off laner, and a Rubik too. So decent mid game impact as well as late game impact with the spell steal. Able to steal some pretty good spells like the Lion, Hex, or
10 seconds
Impale, or
remaining.
Finger of Death, or even the Earthshaker's Fissure, or
5 seconds
Echo Slam if you can get it.
remaining.
But so first up, getting both the supports
Reserve
out of the way,
time.
and from both teams.
Radiant
War God,
team
they've got a
ban.
Lion who's pretty good at zoning as well. Has an increase in his base damage, so he right clicks pretty hard. And with the nerf to Stout Shield, it means that right clicks are going to do more damage in general. Not to mention the Hex or Impale or
10
something like that
seconds
can make it so
remaining.
zoning is more favorable for you as opposed to the offlaner.
Dire team
And then
ban.
Earthshaker, obviously a very defensive support, so we might be seeing a although we might be seeing an offlane Earthshaker. That's always a possibility. But I think since this is the new meta, it's probably not going to be the case. Probably just going to be a support.
10
But there is
seconds
that potential there.
remaining.
So Wellplay is going to be picking up. They're going to be banning out the Void,
5
a very
seconds
strong hero with
remaining.
his Chronosphere. Able to, even if he doesn't get that many heroes inside his Chronosphere, he's able to zone out the
Reserve
rest, especially if they're
time.
melee heroes such as Earthshaker. Although to be fair, Earthshaker can technically fissure people pretty far away. And the Bristleback as well, so getting rid of that
Radiant
tanky,
team
sort of
ban.
hard to deal with hero. He's a pretty tanky hero, but I feel like there's still the Ursa in the pool, and the Ursa can really easily deal with a Bristleback. I feel at least, especially with his change to his ultimate. I think I don't know if he removes the quills though, because
10
I don't know if
seconds remaining.
purges remove quills. I got a feeling they don't, because it's like
5
physical or something like that.
seconds
Although
remaining.
you can purge net from Naga now, even though
Radiant
that's physical.
team pick.
And we're seeing Queen of Pain and Slark being banned out by War Gods. So they're also looking to not have to deal with these sort of hard to deal with, easy to run away, like jumping in and out sort of heroes. They want to sort of not deal with them as opposed to try and burst them down in that time. I feel like they have enough lockdown to deal with those two heroes that they just banned out. Lion, you can hex the
10
It's luck if he doesn't get his ult
seconds
off before
remaining.
then, or he needs a BKB. And even if he does get his ult off, you just impale
5
through the ult.
seconds remaining.
Because even though you can't see him, you can still hit people with your stun. Earthshaker, same thing. You can
Reserve
stun him through
time.
his invis, and all you gotta do is wait for his purge to run out.
Dire
So seeing a
team
Magnus, this is
pick.
interesting. So it could be a mid mag, it could be an offlane mag, probably not a support mag. Yeah, they're on the Radiant side. That you can't really support mag on the Radiant side. It's sort of you sort of go as like a jungling 4-position mag if you're in Dire. It's actually possible. I don't know if they fixed that or if it's still a feature, but
10
yeah,
seconds
it's a pretty decent
remaining.
sort of thing.
5 seconds
Jungler, not amazing,
remaining.
but if you're looking for a Magnus and you can't fit him into any of your positions, then putting him in that position
Reserve
is
time.
still feasible. But obviously they're on Radiant side, so it's probably just gonna be a mid mag, I reckon. Pretty standard affair, I reckon. I would like to see a. Excuse me. You might would like to see a Ursa pickup or an Undying pickup, although um, there's no real reason to pick up an Undying just because.
Brood mother.
Brood Mother.
Radiant team
Well, there's no
pick.
reason to pick up an Undying at the moment because there's no like sort of hard carry or hero that wants to farm up really passively, and an Undying would disrupt that. So, and we were seeing a Broodmother pickup for Well Played, so they're probably going to be going with the instead of Undying route of like pushing down the enemy's tower and like causing chaos and havoc, going with a Broodmother pickup, which is sort of just
10
going to like
seconds
wither the enemy
remaining.
carry down if War Gods decides to go with
5
a
seconds
sort of a lane carry
remaining.
like a Spectre or a PA or something like that.
Reserve time.
And what this is gonna do is it's gonna force War Gods to go with a hero in the off lane now that can deal with the not in the off lane, in the safe lane that can deal with the Broodmother. And we're seeing a Juggernaut. This hero is
Dire
not
team
amazing against
pick.
Broodmother, just because Broodmother has really good move speed, so he can dodge the spin. And but the thing there is Juggernaut does have the what's called the healing ward, so he can actually like survive through all the harass that the spider's likely going to be coming out with, as well as a spin in case
10
he gets too
seconds
low and he gets
remaining.
shot at by
5 seconds. 5 seconds
what's called spawn
remaining.
spiderlings. And we're seeing a Kunkka. This is
Radiant
interesting. This
team
is probably going to be mid
ban.
Kunkka actually. This is probably a response to the mag who's going to be mid, most likely. It could just be an offlane mag, but I still think it's probably going to be a mid mag. So the
10
Kunkka in the mid
seconds
lane is
remaining.
really he's a pretty strong hero. Like what I'm thinking actually is there could
5
be a Skarath mid
seconds
and a Kunkka support.
remaining.
Kunkka I feel is one of those heroes that he's really super strong in like a
Reserve
core
time.
position, but he's more like if you put him as more of a utility role, I feel like he does arguably more. Like he doesn't really do damage because you're not really skilling your Tidebringer until later on. But his X is one of those amazing skills that can't be purged. Can only be purged obviously by BKB or Repel or anything like that. He's got a Torrent which at max level has a 4-second slow.
Dire
Um,
team ban.
and it's relatively easy to hit if you've got X already.
Radiant team
Another thing is
pick.
X's cast range is 1,000 at level 4. It's amazing. It only costs a few mana too. 10-second cooldown. It's actually like one of the most amazing skills, like in terms of if you were a support hero to have, because you can pick off people from really far away. And Ghost Ship 400 damage at level 6. You only need level 6 really. It's basically like a Finger of Death almost. Like Finger of Death is obviously 600, but this is AOE, so and not
10
to mention
seconds remaining.
the what's called the Kunkka's Realm, which
5
increases
seconds
move speed and gives
remaining.
a what's called damage reduction of 50% for
Reserve
a
time.
duration before you slowly taking you down. So you can actually fight a lot harder in certain situations. So if someone gets RP'd and then you use Kunkka's boat on the person who's been RP'd, then they're going to take less damage. And same with Juggernaut. If Juggernaut gets his ult off on a hero that has Rum on him, he's less likely to kill the guy due to from Omni Slash because it's going to do less damage. Um, so finally, we're seeing the final bans: Zeus and Nagasarin. Zeus has really good vision, able to scout at the Broodmother, so that makes sense.
Dire team.
And Nagasaran on War God's side, probably to
Templar
I don't know.
assassin.
I guess they're putting what's called Kunkka as a safe lane farmer. That's interesting. So it's a safe lane farming Kunkka. It's a mid TA. Probably going to dominate the Mag, I think. Mag's not going to really die or anything because he's pretty tanky, but he's also not going to get as much as a TA. TA is going to have pretty free farm in that case, unless there's going to be some rotations from Lion and Earthshaker. Like Mag is going to get most of his CS from his Shockwave, and TA is going to have refractions to block that, so he's not going to be able to wither him down like he normally does. And nice to see that Mag is at this new mortal weapon, Shock of the Anvil. When I first saw it, I thought it was a like a yellow Mjolnir, but I guess in a way it is a bit like it's just yellow instead of blue, which is a bit odd. But anyway, let's give a rundown of the team. So on the side of War Gods, we've got Meow on the Earthshaker, Kuhol on the Lion, War Daddy on the Mag. We've got Rai on the Weaver, who's going to the off lane for some reason. And Juggernaut as by ZYCHT. It's probably short for something. Zycat, Cheetah, I don't know. Anyway, on the side of Well Played, we've got G on the Spider, on Broodmother. We've got GG Well Played on Templar Assassin. Support Skyrath Mage is going to be Deathstain. Bahala Nasi Batman, I guess Batman or whatever, is going to be on the Rubik. And finally, the carry Kunkka, Always Want to Cry. So yeah, I'm just curious as to why they actually paused. Alright, while they paused, I might get some water actually. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so I'm not sure why they paused, but based on the lineup, I think well, it's hard to say. Like I want to say because Broodmother's not really one of those late game carries per se. Like she can go relatively late, but her stat gain is pretty abysmal. Like it's not amazing. Like she doesn't have the best late game potential. Like Juggernaut, obviously with his Omni Slash and his ridiculous attack speed, he's going to be a pretty decent carry, and the Mag as well. Mag with the Empower on Juggernaut is going to be really strong. Just not through just Omni Slash, but just through his increased damage and able to cleave and get extra farm. So we're probably going to see this Magnus get obviously max out Shockwave, but only get like 1 or 2 points in Skewer. And start maxing his Empower so that this Juggernaut can farm faster. He's probably not going to get a Battle Fury just because of that reason. Although most Juggernauts don't anyway. But this is interesting. We're seeing Weaver on the offlane, and he's probably one of the squishiest offlane heroes in the game when it comes to like putting him in an offlane position. You usually put him in the offlane position if you're up against like say a solo or even just a dual core lineup, and like his only saving grace is his ability to run at max speed regardless of debuffs and be invisible. So, but the problem there is it's on a 12-second cooldown. So once you've used it, if you're at level 1 or even 2, like, or even 3 really, you've got like a very large window of opportunity where your opponent can like slow you down, stun you, and you literally can't get out. So it's interesting to see that, and as well, like the Kunkka can cleave through invis units, so even if the Weaver is invis, he's still going to get hit by this cleave, which does significant damage to a hero that only has 435 base HP. Like, he gets 61 damage because of his double slippers of agility, But I'd argue that probably getting the what is it, the I can't remember, the circlet. If you get a circlet instead, it gives you like more stats overall for slightly higher cost, but it gives you less agility obviously, but it gives you more HP as well as agility. Like it gives you more HP with less agility, so it's sort of like a trade-off. But with that, you should have at least 500 HP with that, and you should be able to tank these cleaves a little better, as well as with a Skywrath who's got 2 enchanted mangoes. Wow, so he's gonna be. I'd say that you only really need 1 of these, but yes, I should be still streaming. All right, just gonna ask these guys what's sort of going on. What's the plan? Genre. Alright, looks like we're starting the game, that's good. Also, I'll probably be uploading this to YouTube using, like the replay sort of thing, I guess.
30 seconds
What is it called?
to battle.
Like I'll use the replay and I'll just, record that instead, because, judging by the stream, I'm getting a number of, drop frames. It's not affecting the audio, but it does affect the video, and I think, especially in team fights and stuff, it's going to get a bit chaotic, so probably best to sort of, I don't know, leave it as a...
The battle begins.
So Brood Mother gets the pick up there. Oh, that's really, really neat. So, I like to do this too as a Brood Mother. What you do is you sort of put a web somewhere around here or something like that, and you put it in a way that you can get the rune relatively easily. And you can also like stand on the high ground here and then scout it out, stand over here and scout it out. And you shouldn't get picked off because they're not going to have vision of the high ground unless they ward over here. And if they do ward there, then you can see where the wards are, sort of thing. So, the problem with that is if you don't use it fast enough, then you won't have a web. So, are we seeing any sentries? We're not seeing any sentries down from War Gods. None of the sports have got sentries, but on the side of War Gods for their off lane, yeah, the Scarith is going to be keeping this, keeping Rai way out of this lane, so he's not going to get any experience or any farm. And you can see he's already used what appears to be about either 1 or 2 of these Sakuchis.
Never.
And see, now that he's used it, he also got cleave there. That's not very good. He's already pretty much out of regen. He's gonna have to stick up and as well as use his use all his regen. And we're seeing a pull coming from Earthshaker's standard stuff. In the mid lane, however, let's take a look at last and denies. Mag on 4 with TA on 8. No denies, however, on TA. Kind of interesting to see that because it is pretty easy to last hit with that extra, 40 damage. Yeah, you shouldn't be having any issues with last hitting with that. Although Mag is having a few issues. Alright. But looks like he's going to go for the rune instead. I think it's a good idea to go for the rune generally if your enemy has a bottle, because then you're denying the rune from him. And it's going to be bounty. It's probably the best rune you could probably get, apart from like say a regen rune or a haste rune or something like that. But like bounty runes in general, before you get a bottle, pretty much like the ideal thing, because it'll help you get your bottle next. So that's a pretty cool animation too. I might actually get that if I can. Meanwhile, Spider's sitting here getting a few last hits, 5 and 2. Juggernaut, 8 and 0, so obviously he's gonna get a bit more. But obviously at the very start, we're already seeing well played playing well in terms of getting last hits. They're debatably got like 2 really hard hitting heroes. You got the Kunkka with the extra now 30 damage, and you got the TA who almost dies. Oh, he was jumping on the mag. Sorry, I missed that actually. But yeah, he's got tangos in a bottle, so he should be fine to keep farming. And bottom run is taken, so he's probably gonna have to bottle crow or go back to base if he wants to fill up his bottle. But he's probably gonna use another refraction and then bottle up so he can get back to full health. So what now? Broodmother getting more levels, got his soul ring out, as well as boots. I'm not a big fan of getting boots on Broodmother, but on this lineup against a Juggernaut who is going to most likely be spinning for the win. Getting boots is debatably good, I guess. I don't know. Like, you're almost moving at max speed regardless, so getting it on top of that is almost not even worth it, really. This matchup is going pretty fun, I guess. So this is interesting. He's cancelled all of his webs. I wonder why. He's probably going to go into the jungle, I think. Maybe, yeah. Just going to go into the jungle, it looks like. And this is a good spot to put it, because you can jungle and you can take the illusion rune if he wants. Does he want the illusion rune? Yeah, I guess he does. Like the Temple Assassin got the banner rune top, so he's gonna be fine. As for Magnus, he's not gonna get a rune at all, so he's probably gonna have to start bottle crowing. Meanwhile, they're diving the Weaver up here, and Torrent's gonna hit, and oh, missed it, but he's gonna be in range anyway. So a bit of a dive there, but it works out in their favor. And it's very smart of Scarlet to get to maxing H and seal over, say, getting the concussive shot or anything like that, because concussive shot, yeah, it slows, but it doesn't slow a Weaver, basically. Weaver's always going to be moving max speed, and if Weaver doesn't have boots, she's actually a really slow little bug sort of thing, so a hero such as Kunkka with phase boots already can easily chase after it, and Scarlet as well with high base move speed can chase after him pretty hard too. Anyway, we're seeing both heroes in mid lane coming close to 6. The TA is now level 6, so this Earthshake is going to come mid and not block. Okay. Sentry coming down in this bottom lane to deal with the Broodmother. Although Broodmother's arguably got out enough in this lane to do pretty well. To be happy with himself now. Looks like we're going to get this tower, but are they? They're trying to dive this guy, but Skywrath is going to be in a bit of trouble. Is Weaver going to chase him? Almost would be worth it, really. Like, just, yeah, it looks like he's going for it. Is he going to get him though? Oh, okay, that's a really good bait actually. The torrent misses, but he's going to. Can he go back in? Oh no, he doesn't get a right click off. Oh, and then he dies. That's too bad. Bit of cat and mouse going on there. Anyway, Broodmother going for a 2-3-1 build. Interesting. Usually you see the max of the spawn spiderlings, because then you can harass these squishy supports out of lane. Like you can see, Juggernaut still has a lot of regen, so if you can get rid of that pretty fast, as well as this line, you can start eating away at his tangos. Then you can start looking at essentially zoning him out. But for now it looks like he's just sort of giving up on this lane for a bit. Gonna come back now because he's got a spiderling army. But level 2 is interesting. Like anyway, TA, he's got his traps in mid lane, and looks like he's gonna die. I don't know. I wouldn't suggest it, not against a mag who's RP, although he doesn't have any mana. So if the TA knows this, if he's clicked on him, then he should know there's no mana for an RP, and should be feeling pretty safe. We're seeing a Rubik coming down here too. This is a part where you're gonna see the Scarlet is here too. Okay, cool. And Broodmother is cutting creep wave. This is a smart thing to do. Like if you're going for a gank like this, you want to be able to tower dive, and the best way to tower dive is by having a creep wave there. So there's already a creep wave there, and I'd suggest just sticking the spiders on this line. It's a pretty easy kill, I think. But oh, they're going for the Earthstrike instead, and that's gonna be a death. So now Lion and Juggernaut are in a pretty sticky situation, so to speak. Like the spider's probably just gonna burst him down with his nuke. Oh, actually, yeah, Juggernaut's not level 6 actually, so and he's gonna go for the spin. That's odd because he's not gonna get the kill with that, and he's not even level 6 yet. So. Oh, good stun coming out from Earthshaker, but it's not enough. And is Earthshaker gonna die too? Wouldn't be surprised. But oh, Spider's put himself in a pretty dangerous situation. Is he gonna get stunned? Nah, he's healed up enough now. Yeah, I don't think it was 175 damage. Might have been able to kill him actually if wasn't careful. Oh wow, that's a big TP. That's a bit bright, isn't it? Anyway, TA and Kanka, the highest net worth farming. Well, are they the highest net worth? Let's see. Oh, Spider's a high net worth too. I guess because he got that kill. So well played is already in the lead. You'd expect this almost to be the case just because they've got a pretty decent lineup in terms of laning. They have a Skarath, really good laner. They have a TA, really good solo mid sort of laner too. Kanka can sort of do his own thing. He's pretty tanky. He has a lot of damage. Like and you're up against like heroes like Weaver. Weaver needs like a lot of space or room to farm. Otherwise, like you can see, like this Weaver's got nothing. And you see like a Juggernaut. Juggernaut needs to like sort of where is Juggernaut anyway? I guess I went back to base. You got a Mag. Mag is decent at laning. He can sort of skewer away, and you can see he's got 2 points in the skewer. So he's going to. I feel like there's no point in getting more than 2 points into it. Because, yeah, the distance scales a bit more, like you get from 900 to 1050 if you get higher, but, it's not really a, significant increase, so to speak. Oh, and looks like I missed a kill in the jungle, so, yeah, the spider's sort of taken over the jungle without even taking this, tower, so, really well played by G. I guess his name is John or whatever, so, John's doing well. And this Juggernaut's sort of in a scary position because he's up against a Trilane with a Broodmother who's pretty high level, and we're seeing this Earthshaker be in a bit of trouble, but level 4 Spiderling's pretty strong, I think.
The Earth thanks you.
So this Juggernaut's actually going to give his salve over to Earthshaker, I guess because he needs to. Like Earthshaker's the only one who can really save him, but if he's low on health, then oh, and we're seeing a silence coming out, and I think he's dead, because that's a level 3 silence. That's a 5-second silence, basically. So Spiderlings are scouting out this Earthshaker. And Earthshaker, if he gets spawned Spiderlings again, he's going to be back down to the health he was at before. He's probably going to have to back out of here, I think. I don't know if there's any way of him being able to get out safely. Maybe if he can get level 6, and then if they try and dive him, he can Echo Slam. But for the moment, he's sort of in a bit of a tricky situation. And you see the spiders trying to creep skip. Mid-tower's going to get killed off by the TA. Almost no surprise, really. The Mag is having a really tough time of it. Like, he's getting decent CS. Getting pretty close to his Blink Day. Even with a Quelling Blade, actually, to help him with his last hitting. But TA with 96 damage plus the extra 80 damage is just way ahead in terms of his ability to farm. Juggernaut's got a set of dust of appearance, so I'm probably going to look to try and kill this spider if you can find him with the Omni Slash. But the thing about Omni Slash is if the spiders are nearby, then it's going to most likely bounce to those instead of hitting the spider. And yeah, the spider's just going to creep skip them all. And there's nothing you can really do about it. Like these heroes can sort of run in and hope to sort of kill these spiders, but without any AoE clearance, which they don't really have. They have the spin, but yeah, that's sort of they're gonna get a kill on the Skarath. That's good. And this Broodmother is dusted up, so she can't really do much. But she's stuck in the trees now, and this is one of those things where you can't really stop this from happening. It's always gonna be an issue with Spider, where the moment you walk into trees, you're gonna have issues. So they're gonna deny this bottom tower. Smart thing to do, although you're losing map control with it too. Meanwhile, TA is pushing mid down. Wow. So Weaver's gonna come down here. It looks like Weaver might be going for Treads or Midas. Can't really tell right now because
Radiant's top tower is
she's just got
under
no farm.
attack.
And you see these heroes are able to push out so far forward just because the Broodmother's been creating so much space. Now I'm forcing so many rotations that these heroes are able to farm these lanes so much more easier. And yeah, it really looks like Well Played is way ahead in this early phase at least.
Radiant's
Weaver,
top
however,
tower
pretty
is
good
under
at
attack.
chasing. You could probably chase this hero down, although there's a... Was that
Each
Courier?
blow
No.
sharpens my blade.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Anyway, seeing a kill up on the it's called the Magnus. So Magnus getting silenced. Like the silence build is actually amazing. Oh wait, this is interesting.
That should help.
Not actually getting his ult, Mystic Flare. That's quite curious. I wonder why, because it's such a ridiculously strong damaging spell. It does so much more than a Arcane Bolt would, I guess. I don't know. It is interesting. So, oh, excuse me, I'm a bit tired actually. Yeah, it looks like this TA might be in a bit of trouble, although he's got a bit of support with the Scareth silencing up the Juggernaut and the ribbing thing. But you see him RP on 2 heroes, and Juggernaut ulting, but hitting very little. Scareth looks like he's going to get out. TA is trapped a couple of these people, and looks like they're going to want to turn on this guy, and with the silence and the meld strike, that's going to be way too much damage. And it looks like they might be going in for more. Like they've got another fraction, they've got another meld strike. And good meld strike dodge of the vision. It does a lot of damage if you at max level, so good idea trying to dodge that.
Mega kill.
Meanwhile, bottom the spider's killing the Weaver. So meld strike gonna finish off that Earthshaker pretty easily. Yeah, they've got map control, they've got the farm. This Temple Assassin's actually going for a BKB, which is interesting. Makes sense because they've got a Hex, they've got Earthshaker, they've got a lot of disable as well as like say RP, which like you can't skewer BKB targets. So if he RPs, you can't then move the guy around. And always want to cry on the Kunkka here, having the easiest time of his life. It's an easy game for him because he can just farm out while his allies are pushing out, causing issues for the enemy team with forcing rotations. So seeing Juggernaut going for the spin, and we're seeing a heart first on Broodmother. This is one thing that I actually find interesting. If you build Broodmother as a tank, then she doesn't really die. Like, one of the things about her is she gets so much out of lane in general, just from her being the way she is. Being able to farm the jungle and cut crit waves and get towers really easily, that killing her is a very valuable thing for the enemy team generally. Like they've nerfed the oh, as Magnus is dying. Is he gonna die? Yeah, he's gonna die. So like as the Broodmother gets as they nerf the comeback mechanic, the Broodmother can then die a few more times before the comeback mechanic sort of comes into effect, so to speak, because they nerfed it a bit.
Radiant's middle tower is under
We're seeing,
attack.
wow, okay. And by the way, this TA literally has drums and a Wraith Band. Oh, it was actually saying a Desolator instead, so I must have read it wrong. It wasn't a BKB, it was a Desolator.
Thanks.
Really strong item, and she didn't even have the Desolator actually when she blew up that Juggernaut. And we're seeing Spider pushing out the bottom line, and it looks like we're seeing GG on the side of War Gods. I think this is it is pretty close to being over, basically. Like, if they can kill his TA, which, I mean, she's 2 hitting heroes at this point in time. Good RP actually on 3 heroes. They've got Finger as well, although Alline's dead. It's not very good. And they're just not having follow-up, so this TA is just able to like run in and kill people. Okay, we're seeing Juggernaut getting a kill. That's good, but yeah, he's gonna get blown up. Oh, does a lot of damage, but definitely not enough to kill his TA. This TA is just gonna get away. So I feel like GG was called, but they're not actually leaving. So oh, Rampage! Oh, I missed it. Oh, that's unfortunate. This Weaver should not be jumping in on a TA with that on, because yeah, this Weaver probably has about 800 health maybe with the amount of items she has, and Has 5 armor, but like with the Mel Strike doing 200 extra damage as well as the extra 80 damage on top of what she's already doing right now. Like, she's getting it 2-shotted basically at that point, if my calculations are correct at least. And meanwhile, Kunkka, always want to cry, just sitting at the top lane farming. Doing his thing, you know, like, this could literally be any hero farming. And it would work, this sort of strategy would work. It just looks like War Gods were outplayed or outdrafted. Something has gone wrong in this game that, from the side of War Gods that has led to this being the case. So, yeah, we're seeing a Desolator, not a Desolator, a Daedalus on Kunkka. So if he gets these like big cleaves, and we're seeing it most likely going to happen now. He's oh, I missed that cleave actually, but it wasn't a crit. That was a crit though, I think. Oh, maybe not.
I'll thread the needle through your
Is he going to try and hit them again? Yep, there we go. Wow. 590 damage on a Weaver who only had half health. That was a mistake on Weaver's part. I think he didn't realize that there was a crit on Kunkka. He's doing like 600 damage with his crits, so pretty ridiculous. On like say the strongest hero in the game at the moment only has 800 HP. Yeah, look at that! Holy crap!
A monster kill.
Ridiculous. This TA is out of control. He's got a Daedalus, not Daedalus, a Desolator as well as a Yasha now, so he can go with whatever he wants really. Seeing X and Torrent on Mag, so Mag's just gonna bottle up and so like they have decent defense of the high ground with the Impale as well as Shockwave, but they can't really come close with the Kunkka's X and Skarath slow and TA with just ridiculous damage. Anyway, meanwhile at bottom lane Spider's doing Spider things. He's got a heart now, so nearly unkillable. I like getting, if you're going for this sort of build, I like getting like heart AC Vlads. Just build up like a heart and a whole bunch of armor items. And yeah, it's just like an amazing sort of build to go. You just sort of you no longer become the squishy bug that people think you are, and they sort of force them to put more effort into killing you than they imagine. Seeing Juggernaut getting 2-shotted again by this TA with a Blink Dagger on top of his items. Like every time he's coming into these fights, he's got a new item. It's ridiculous. And we're seeing a Blink RP, and he's gonna skew it. He's gonna skew it, but he only skews 2 of them. I think I guess he just missed it. Gems dropped on the ground. This Earthshaker cannot stun this guy, but Lion can. And is this T actually gonna die? Oh. He isn't, I guess. The stick charge is keeping him alive. Meanwhile, bottom lane they're taking the rats. So all the while this was happening. Okay, so now TA just dies. Not TA. Lion just dies with a gem on. So Magnus is gonna die too with that final right click. And this TA like is still here, like still alive. Like what's going on? And it looks like Juggernaut with a Mask of Madness wants to get a kill, but no, he's getting this. TA is gonna do the whole like meld dodge and then blink away strat. Meanwhile, this mad fight for the Juggernaut and the Spider. I feel like Juggernaut's build may have been a bit off, but still able to get the kill on that Broodmother. Although Broodmother's really gotten her job done, really.
Inconceivable.
Yeah, you see this Kunkka's got a Blink Dagger now as well, so you can blink critting. They're just so far ahead. Like, if we look at the net worth. Yeah, 4 out of the 5 heroes on well played side are at the top. So, stealing the Impale, getting a few right clicks in, 2 more would do. Oh, that orb might be enough. Yep, it is. They're just so far ahead. The orbs are doing over 200 damage at this point in time. And they clear up more racks, and that's just going to put them even more ahead. Like the lowest hero on the side of well played, the Rubik Valhalla Batman guy, the Batman guy. Yeah, he's almost close to the Mag, who was a mid laner who's been farming the most. So yeah, this is pretty much GG at this point. Like I can't really see them getting any more out of this. Like, all we're gonna have to see is we're gonna see a huge RP on the mag with Empower already on Juggernaut. Juggernaut having to then Mask of Madness and blow up a whole bunch of people, then Omni slash whoever's left, and we're seeing a crit. Nothing you can do about those crits, they're gonna come regardless. But they do have pretty decent creep clearing ability with the Earthshaker, the Mag, the Lion, and we're seeing a Silence coming out on the Weaver. Now with the slow as well, and he's blown up. Yeah, a good Earthshaker stun. It's gonna block up those heroes, but the cleave damage from the side blades is gonna be too much for some of those heroes. This tier is out of control, really. It's pretty ridiculous how much damage he's doing. Meanwhile, Broodmother's rotated to top lane because he's already taken the bot and the mid, so going for the top is likely is the only real option you got left. And Scarlet's is really stacked actually. He's got Atos and a Yule Scepter, so a lot of it coming out of him is his orbs are going to be doing a lot of damage, and they can't be disjointed too, so you're going to be eating that damage regardless. And yeah, taking like doing half damage to Scarlet, like pretty ridiculous. So here comes Mag. He's probably going to try and go for an RP maybe, but like this lineup, this hero, this team well played is doing pretty well. Wow. That's a Daedalus, 800 damage crit on top of the 200 damage Null Strike. On top of the debatably negative 15 armor from the TA. That's definitely a one-shot. Yeah, he's sort of one-shotting heroes at this point. TA is way too farmed at this point. And Broodmother's doing the objective gaming of getting the towers. TA's going for the kills, but buyback on Juggernaut, so they're going to go for the final play, as I guess the spectator good boy is saying it's GG. And it pretty much is, like, there's not much I can do about it. Like, there's no BKB on Templar Assassin, so it is possible to blow her up, but it's very, very difficult, I think. And yeah, it's pretty much GG. Well played, doing well. Warwick's just unable to sort of deal with the Spider or the Saber. Just the laning phase, really. The laning phase is what did it for him. But, yeah, that's, well played, good game. That's a pun, by the way, because usually say good game, well played. 18-1 TA. GG well played, doing really well. Their names, man, it's just funny. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This has been the Magibomb, giving a cast of well played versus War Gods on the Friday Night Dota. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.